Take first question in the back left for Jayson.
Jayson, Jaylen Brown was talking about his relationship with the city of Boston. And we arrived yesterday, and everywhere you look, you see a Celtics jersey or something, people wearing Celtics-related stuff. And is that somehow rise the pressure above you guys, the expectations that the city puts on you?
I don't look at it as pressure. I do notice, especially this time of the season, playoff time, and obviously being in the finals for the second time. When you drive around and go to the gas station, or I went to go get some ice cream yesterday, it's Celtics gear everywhere, and everybody's super excited about this team and what we've accomplished and what we have the chance to accomplish. And you really just feel the love and support from everybody in the city of Boston, and how bad they want us to win, how much they've been cheering for us. So I don't look at it as pressure, just unconditional support, and that we have an amazing fan base here.
David, fourth row on your right.
Hey, Jayson, David Aldridge, The Athletic. Sort of along those lines, but there's a unique expectation here in Boston that maybe it's in LA, but those are the only two places where it is. And I just wonder, as a young player, how did you learn to kind of navigate that space and go, okay, this is what I signed up for, and I have to live in this space, throughout my career here?
It did take some time. For one, normally when you're a top 5 draft pick, you go to a lottery team that is rebuilding. So I was in a unique situation from the rest of the guys in my draft class, that the Celtics were the number 1 seed in the East before. We were competing for a championship ever since I've gotten here. And it brings me back to my earlier years. I would talk to guys in my draft class, and they were losing 15 games in a row. And me, I'm fighting for the 1 seed, and I'm on a veteran team that's trying to win. And you learn early on that when you come into the NBA, you just think every organization and every franchise is the same, and that couldn't be any further from the truth. And I've been fortunate to be a part of something that is special, that has had some of the greatest players ever played wear this uniform. And you realize early on that it's an honor, and it raises your level of commitment, I felt like, to this city and to this franchise.
Vince, next question in the middle.
Jason, Vince Gore, Yahoo Sports. Kind of along those same lines, how long does it take for a 19-year-old, like we joked that you were 19 for like 5 years, but how long, when you're drafted at 19, to understand the pressure that comes with 17 banners and the retired jerseys and everything else? Because at that age, I can only assume you only know the recent history. You don't know 1960s Celtics and what that means. So how long does it take you to understand the totality of it all?
I would say just throughout that season. I had no idea who Cedric Maxwell was. I thought he was just like a radio guy. And I didn't know that he played on the team and he won Finals MVP. So there were just different instances throughout the season, my rookie year, where I would learn about different people that played an intricate part in this organization, the history throughout the Celtics, and what the Celtics mean to the game of basketball. And you just grow a level of appreciation through your time here.
Jared, standing in the back left.
Jared Weiss, The Athletic. Since it's Father's Day, looking at the fact that right when you got to the league, you also were raising a son at the same time. So your career and being a father has gone on the same timeline, essentially. So how has that helped you understand responsibility, all the other things that come with leading a franchise over the course of that time?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. And when I found out that I was going to be a dad, I was still in college. I had like a week or two left, and I wasn't ecstatic. I was a little selfish at that point because I knew that I was about to go chase my dream and be in the NBA, and I felt like that was going to like affect what people thought of me, affect where I went in the draft. So I'll be the first to say I wasn't like super thrilled to find out I was going to be a dad, and quickly realized that it was like the best thing that ever could have happened to me. There's nothing better than being a dad, and I think, especially for me in my first year in the NBA at 19, it taught me a sense of responsibility. Because it's tough being 19 years old and coming into fame and this newfound fortune. Nobody can, I guess, help you or prepare you for what it's like to be 19 and have millions of dollars. And I think, not that I think, I know that having Deuce at that age grounded me, because I always, whatever decision I wanted to make, I had to make sure that he was taken care of. I couldn't just up and go or do everything that some of my peers were doing because I had to go home. I had to put him to bed, or for Father's Day weekend I was going out of town, or I had to skip out on this trip with my friends because it was my weekend with him. And not that it's like a sacrifice. I willingly would choose those things. But it has taught me a sense of responsibility, as well as just making the right decisions, knowing that there's a 6-year-old mini-me essentially watching everything that I do, and knowing that I have to be the best version of myself. I have to make the right decisions because he's always watching.
Front right.
Hi, Alena from NBA Brazil. Joe Mazzulla has a unique style of coaching, and Sam Hauser even said that sometimes he puts videos for you guys of killing killer whales and hyenas, stuff like that. Could you elaborate on that? And also, did he put anything after Game 4 loss?
Yeah, I think after Game 4, he just reminded us that to have fun, right? That that we wanted to go for the kill essentially, and we wanted to win so bad that maybe we got away from what makes us special and what makes us the Boston Celtics. So today just reminding each guy why he's important to this team, why we all need each other, and what every person brings to the table. I think that was really important for us to go over today.
John, last question here.
Jayson, along those lines, when you go up 3-0, there's everything's talked about inevitability. You're crowned without being crowned yet. Did any of that seep into the Game 4 performance, where you just said you wanted to win so bad because this is the moment? Did that seep into it? Did that change how you guys saw the game and the decisions you guys were making on the floor? Not that like we came out and expected that we were just going to roll over them and win. I firmly believe we had the right intentions. We wanted to win. We wanted to play the right way. That moment, like we wanted that moment. But I think we maybe put like too much pressure or on ourselves of that moment to be perfect or think it was going to go how we wanted it to go. And Joe did a great job today of like reminding us that it's okay to smile during war. It's okay to have fun during high pressure moments. That's what makes our team unique and special. And we would love to win tomorrow more than anything. But
if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. We have more opportunities. So just like setting that table of like, you know, don't surrender to that idea that we have to win tomorrow. We would love to, absolutely. But Game 5 is the biggest game of the season because it's the next game on the schedule. So going with that mindset and just have fun. And that's really what we talked about today, to get back to having fun and being the team and how special we are and the team that got us here.
Thank you, Jayson.